you guys, it is Jasmine and I am back with another NACA video. First, if you hear some noise in the background, the AC is on. I'm sorry, it's hot, but I am trying to record a video for you guys because it has been way too long. I actually recorded a video last week and I had just been reluctant to, not reluctant, I've been lazy as far as uploading. But I'm happy that I didn't because so much has changed, y'all. Like, y'all are gonna be like shocked because a lot has changed in the past month. So I think my last video was maybe a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, and as of then I told you that I hadn't found a home yet and that we were still on the market. We ended up getting an offer accepted. It was right before 4th of July. We ended up getting an offer accepted and we were ecstatic. Like I said, I made a video before telling you guys about how everything that went on, and I don't know if I can try to like clip a picture of the home or some video into this video. I will try to do some at the end, but honestly I'm not going to promise that because I don't really know how to do it. So yeah, we got an offer accepted. They were asking for a certain amount. We went in $7,000 below the amount that they were asking for because that was the very top of our budget. And we were like, okay, we're gonna go in for this amount, and the worst that they can do is ask for us to go higher, and then we can decide that when that happens. And if they decided to ask us to go higher, then we would have had to put money down, but we were just gonna cross that road when we got there. So we put in an offer for $7,000 less than what they asked for, and we had an offer accepted. And you guys, we were ecstatic. If you have been watching my videos for a minute, you know I've been in the NACA program since November of 2019, and so much has happened since then. As far as like me and my husband originally being on the loan, and then me just being on the loan, and then me losing my job, and then we working on my husband's credit, and now him just being on the loan. So much has happened with us in NACA that it just felt like it was time for like a win for us. So we got our offer accepted and we were so excited, and we're like, gosh, what do we have to do? Mind you guys, we just had a baby. I've been back at work since the end of May, but my husband has been at home with the baby. He ended up going back to work on Monday after 9 weeks, and our baby, she is 3 months and she'll be 4 months on the 27th. So a lot has happened. So, you know, NACA, like if you get past the process of getting an offer accepted, it is on and popping. There are so many things that you have to do, and we had to do. So we had to get an inspection done, and that was the whole process in itself because we had to go around with the inspector for about 2.5 hours and hear about all the things that were wrong with the house and what NACA probably would ask us to fix. We also had to get a termite inspection done, and then you also have to get an appraisal done, and then on top of that there's also paperwork that you have to complete for NACA, as well as this thing called credit access, in which that's something you have to complete before they are able to put your bank application in. So our situation was a little crazy because during our inspection, the inspector told us, hey, this roof a little old. And by old he meant 30 years. Personally, I don't think 30 years is old because I'm turning 30 on Saturday the 17th. So shout happy birthday to your girl. But when it comes to roof, that's fairly old. So when we heard that, we were like cautiously excited. We were like, okay, we're still super excited about the house, and I really hope that I can put some clips in here because the house is a work in progress. It's in the city from where we're from, which was different than what we were expecting. We were expecting to live in the burbs, but we had more luck as far as the city, and it's in a highly desirable area. It was in like a little cul-de-sac. The home was built in like 1960, so not super old. And then also the person that had been living there lived there for 42 years, and I think something may have happened to them where they weren't able to keep up with the home. So it felt, I think her son or something was selling the home. Either way, the home appeared like somebody lived there for 42 years. And when I say that, I mean that there's orange carpet, there's paneling, paneling. You guys know the wood paneling that people have in their house. It just looks like somebody been living there for 42 years. But we fell in love with it because of the potential. We were like, okay, this is a beautiful home. It's like a split level home, and my husband really likes homes like that, and I enjoy homes like that as well. And we were like, okay, if we get this house together, this is a beautiful home. We can make it our own. The kitchen was huge, and we've been having a hard time finding homes with large kitchens. And we had this dream that we were going to remodel the kitchen and redo the bathroom, because the bathroom was definitely dated. It had like tiling, it was blue, it was a hot mess. But we were like, okay, we're going to do the bathroom over, we're going to do the kitchen over. We can pull up the carpets, we can paint, and we can make this place our own. So we were cautiously excited, but like I said, it was like, okay, we still need to do something about this roof. So we were hopeful. We were really, really hopeful that the owner would do something about it. And we actually just yesterday had to walk away from the deal. So I'm not gonna make this video long, but I'm gonna quickly kind of get to the point. We asked the owner so we found out that the roof was an issue, and then NACA obviously said the roof was an issue. NACA is critical of a lot of things, and not for a bad reason. Like, you should be critical of these things. You should, get these things fixed and looked at before you buy a house. So NACA, there was about $2,000 worth of small things that NACA wanted us to do. And apparently NACA overestimates certain items getting fixed. So probably in retrospect, it was probably only like $1,000 maybe of things that need to be fixed. But a large ticket item on our list was the roof. And NACA said that it would cost $13,000. Once again, it may not cost $13,000 to get a new roof, but that's what NACA thought. So our realtor contacted the other person, and they were like, okay, we want this stuff fixed. And the person came back and literally said, we will clean the furnace, and that's it. So when she told us that, we were like, okay. So, at that point, we were sad, but we were kind of like, if this deal falls through, it is what it is. We prefer to be on the west side. We prefer to be in the burbs. So, it would just be a lesson lost. So we told our realtor that we are willing to walk away from the deal. When we set and then let me go back. The owner said there's nothing wrong with the roof. The roof is perfect. Mind you guys, they had leaks in the house, but the roof is perfect. So we told our realtor that we're willing to walk away from the deal. So she told the seller's realtor, and they were like, no, don't walk away from the deal. We'll give you $250. And then we pretty much said, no, we're good. Then they went up, and then they came back and they said, we will give you guys $500. And also, we're aware that there's something wrong with the roof. That's why we took your offer for less than $7,000. Mind you guys, they said before there was nothing wrong with the roof, but then all of a sudden, when we kept being persistent about walking away, they said no, that's why we took your offer for less than $7,000. $7,000 less, because we knew something was wrong with the roof. So at that point, me and my husband were a little annoyed, like, come on now, y'all just try to make it seem like there was nothing wrong with the roof, and now you're sitting here trying to say you were doing us a favor because you knew there was something wrong with the roof. So at that point, we were good. It felt like we kept saying no, and then our realtor kept contacting us and saying, but they said they'll do this, they said they'll do this, and at the end she said that they said that they'll give you $1,000. You guys, they're estimating that the roof's costing $13,000, and you guys are going to give us $1,000, and that's it. Granted, I didn't expect for them to pay the whole thing. Like, why not? Why would you? Like, you're moving from the house. Why would you put a new roof on for someone else? But we felt like they could have at least, decided to go half or try to help us in some kind of way. They also said, oh, a new roof won't cost $13,000. It's only going to cost $5,000 to $7,000, and we have a quote. But you guys said it before that there was nothing wrong. But at that point, we were already kind of done. So we decided to officially walk away from the deal as of yesterday. So it's a little frustrating, because it's like we had a closing date of August 16th, and we were excited. We're like, okay, my husband's off the last 2 weeks of August. We'll have the time to get the house together, and we'll be able to be in there for the holidays and the winter. And we just had a new daughter, so we need space. But honestly, it was just, we had so much peace, because we said from the beginning, if this is something that God has for us, that he will allow it to happen. He will allow it to happen, and he will allow it to work out. And the fact that it didn't work out just indicates that there is something better out there for us, something that's more aligned with what we actually want, and that we just have to be patient. So we're kind of in the process waiting for our contract to end. yeah, so we're able to we're able to end our contract because it said in our contract that if there's something huge that we can get out of it and get our deposit back. So I mean, we did lose our inspection money because we paid $400 for inspection, and then also we paid, I think, $100 and something for a termite inspection. But honestly, it is what it is, because it's not worth like getting a house that has a messed up roof and then potentially having other issues as well that we may not even know about until we get under the roof. So a lot has happened, you guys, but I'm excited to get back on the market. I feel like there was something else I was going to add, but I forgot. But if it comes to mind later, I would definitely include it in my next video. But it was a process. I feel like me and my husband walked away from it saying like this was a learning experience. Now when we look at houses, we look at the houses in a different light. We're going to look at it in a different light. We're going to think about things that we may not have thought about before because we had been through this process. So I guess I'm saying that we're back looking and that we still haven't found the house for us, but we're hopeful that it's going to happen. And it seems like the market is changing a little bit. I don't know if where you guys are from, there's a lot of delayed negotiations, so it gives the seller the time to look at the offers all together and get the best offer. But it seems like there's less of those recently. So we're hopeful that it won't take another 3 months to find something. But if so, it is what it is. And then we hope that whenever we do get something, it is our dream home. So I will continue to keep you guys updated. Sorry that you guys haven't heard from me in a long time. I think I underestimated how time consuming parenthood is. And I always think to do a video, but then my daughter starts crying. So I'm navigating. I'm hoping that you guys are doing the same. Feel free to drop questions below. Once again, I'm not a NACA pro. I just know what my process looks like. So if I do have answers to your question, I will definitely do my best to answer below. But as always, I hope you guys are blessed and doing well. And I will see you guys later.
All of this off. So pull all that trim off and put a nice new trim down.
So they have this poster for